and Quezon City. Quezon City. Miss Quezon City. Yes. Okay, my question is, what Filipino and Chinese values and tradition do you treasure most?
The values that we always treasure the most as Filipino Chinese is being family-oriented. As a childhood, during our childhood, we know that family is very important because it's the pillars of our strengths and weaknesses when we grow up. And I believe that being family-oriented can really help us. When we grow up, we get it from our family, our strengths, so that we be successful someday and we might be the example of our next generations. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you for that wonderful question. I would split this question and my answer into two. So, for the Chinese part, it is mainly on the tradition. It keeps you grounded because of your roots. And for the Filipino part, it's the compassion. It keeps you open to other people's voices. Thank you.
Thank you for that question. What I like the most about myself is my authenticity. Because when I'm authentic, I am true to myself. When I'm true to myself, I feel good. And therefore, I will do good. In this platform, I wish to do good in everything that I do. And I'm also utilizing this platform to empower the youth, especially women empowerment as well. Because I am a youth advocate and a volunteer. And the things I do good by being true to myself, I wish to amplify that and be able to deliver it to the people who are listening to me. And at the same time, I encourage everybody to be authentic and join my campaign to speak up, have courage, and still be kind. Thank you.
Finals na. Okay. Mira, you answer the same question. Finding Mira. Okay.
Thank you for that question, first of all. And by answering that question, I think the quality I like most about myself is that I'm always present. Regardless of what I do, I'm always in the moment. And I think this really helps me enjoy the moment and be in the moment, regardless if it may be hard or fun. I'm always here, and this helps me be able to become the best version of myself and always be present. So I think that quality is the best.
Thank you, Mira.
Thank you.
Indus ka na ba sa commercial?
Di ba po? Palabas pa lang.
Okay, this one is perfect. Vanessa, the first MMCP winners were crowned in 2013. That's more than 10 years ago. So this batch, they're like a new generation of Filipino Chinese. What difference are they showing you compared to, say, the likes of Randy C and Mirella, the first winners of MMCP? If you have met them, that's more than 10 years ago.
Yeah, with this new sets of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2024, all I can say is this batch is the future. The future of Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines, the future ambassador of Filipino Chinese community, and we will continue to celebrate and cultivate our Filipino Chinese culture. Thank you.
Hi. Ang lalakas ng mga candidates ng Baguio. You have Tara Valencia, Krishna Gravides, Roxy Deyens. How are you feeling that you're also representing a place that has been so strong in national pageantry?
Thank you for that question. What I'm feeling right now is actually proud that they have accomplished so many things to represent our city in national pageants. And right now, I feel that looking to their achievements, I know that I can do those achievements as well and make the city proud too.
Thank you very much. And I have a question for the youngest candidate. You're 18 years old, I've heard. Is that the guy from Quezon City? Great. What do you think is the advantage of being the youngest candidate here in this competition?
Thank you for the question, Sir Arvin. For me, the greatest advantage of being young is that I'm adaptable. I'm able to change when I need to. And I'm able to go through all these experiences in order to improve myself. Yun lang.
Thank you very much, and the best of
Before I joined Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines, my values were, I know it's stable, it's strong, but joining Miss Chinatown Philippines 2023, I've learned a lot. Not just the values that I've learned from my parents, to be hardworking, and these are the values that were instilled to us by our ancestors. Imagine, like back then from China, they came to the Philippines, worked very hard, strived very hard. Also, it is our duty to keep these values up until today. So when I joined Miss Chinatown Philippines 2023, I think I made those values stronger because of the organization, the people who helped me, and of course my co-candidates. So after that, a lot of doors opened. I'm very happy. And of course, I will always be grateful to the organization. Thank you so much. I hope I answered your question.
Closing your doors, I've heard somewhere that you might be representing the Philippines very soon. So, what is your opinion, or what can you say about this Chinese world and the new Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global?
That's a very good question. I would say, well, I haven't really told anyone that I'm going to join any national pageants soon, but of course, again, I'm not closing my doors for it. MMCG, Mr. and Miss Chinatown Global, and Miss Chinese World, yeah, is a different platform. So I'm not sure if I'm going to join any of those pageants yet, or I'm going to join a different one. So let's see. But I believe those platforms are very important nowadays also to, depends what's your advocacy, right? So yeah.
And I've heard that you will be joining an international pageant very soon. But anyway, what is your advice? What is your advice for these young guys and young women who are following your footsteps? What should they be doing, especially leading to the coronation act?
Girls and guys. As cliche as it may sound, but just really be yourself. Enjoy the moment because the people, the media, the guests, everyone would love you for who you are, how authentic you are. And I believe as a Filipino Chinese, we're unique, right? We're authentic. We all have that values because we saw the best of both worlds. The Philippines, the Chinese community. So that makes us all unique. So I believe that you just really have to be yourself. That's really my advice. Because for me, when I joined, I just stick to my values. I know my reason why I joined. So whenever sometimes I'm having a hard time, am I still doing the right thing or what? I just go back to my values and the reason why I joined Mr. and Miss Chinatown Philippines 2023, and that made me win the crown. Yeah.
Yes, congratulations. And for my last question, Miss Vanessa. Yes. One of your taglines is elevated by elegance. Under your help, how are you going to elevate through elegance?
If you would trade lives with any Filipino or Chinese in history, who would that be? Why?
Thank you for that question. So, I guess I will trade with Confucius because I believe and I really admire him for giving so many sayings and so many famous quotes in life, and then it's still necessary until today. Thank you very much.
Well, in retrospect with her answer, I would like to choose to still live my own life because upon joining this pageant, I came in with an emotional purpose. A few weeks ago, I actually was undergoing through mental health situations, but we were able to rediscover our own self. We need to prioritize or to know where our core is. And I have a message to impart to people when it comes to being a Chinoy. Because when you hear that word, you often think of like someone who's successful, stable, coming off of a good background. But then since we're modernizing everything, I'd like to voice out to that part of the population who are not there yet. They're too shy to like embrace being Chinoy because maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not fit for that role. And I want them to see that they're not alone. Someone who's like me is like you as well. So I'm happy to be here and let's just live our own lives, right? And make the best of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Blasphemias, male and female. Yes, I hope
Hindi mo retise yun. Alam ko na yung binoto ko.
how do you stay true to yourself during this time?
I'd like to keep myself grounded, first and foremost. And I want to see people around me because my life is not just about me. It's about the journey of each and every one of us. And by seeing their journey, it also aligns with mine because I believe in synchronicities. I believe that we are right where we are meant to be. So that allows me to be in touch with myself. That allows me to be grounded in this life, and it makes me feel in my soul that I'm able to express myself by being with everyone here. Thank you so much.
How to ground yourself
How do you...
and stay true to yourself.
Thank you for that wonderful question. I stay grounded to myself, by being confident, and sharing all the experiences and inspiring all the other people out there that need to be motivated. I just be myself. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Nolly Wiriosa for OKMB Worldwide. I have a question for Miss.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you joined last year or last 2 years ago in Mr. and Miss Chinatown. Is it correct?
2022 to be exact.
Yes. Diba? Parati kaming nandito. So anyhow, my question is, what specific improvement did you do para mag-improve ka in this competition?
Over the past 2 years, I've been having some discovery about myself. I've been through speech therapist. I've been through consulting my fellow candidates, my past candidates, previous batches, and how myself to be improved. I joined runway shows. I joined another pageant just this year, and what I can say is that through those experiences, I was able to gain a much more confident person that you will see in this pageant 2024 as compared 2 years ago. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your next question. You joined pageant and then last year is Miss Tourism. What specific lesson have you learned from these two pageants that you are bringing here in Mr. and Miss China?
Thank you for that. I believe that for the longest time I've been joining pageants since it was my passion already. And this pageant is one of the most favorite that I want really to join. This is my third time. From the recent pageants I have, they were very challenging. The one thing I learned from that is that I find my purpose. And aside from my purpose, I find my own confidence and to bring back my mental health. Because those times, I had my breakdown, I had my mental breakdown. I experienced like my body shaming. I experienced that I'm insecure about myself. I'm not enough. But this time, this is different. Like what Ms. Vanessa said, this is different. This is very unique. And I love what they said, the organizer said, that we have the foundation. And I would like to put that. And I like to cooperate with that foundation. It's not just for me, but I'll also cooperate with others, also their foundation, to also to find purpose in my life. And aside from that, the confidence I bring back, the mental health I bring back, and also the passion I bring back. And also, for the next pageant like this one, I believe that this the very wholesome pageant that I bring out to Quezon.
Thank you. And for my last question for Miss Vanessa.
Most about joining Mr. and Miss Chinatown pageant.
The most exciting thing that I've discovered in just joining my first pageant, Mr. Chinatown 2024, is that the sponsors are so generous. And the second is how I'm able to connect with all these candidates, making genuine connection with each and every one of you. And I'm so appreciative of how this is already starting out.
Thank you. For this round.
Thank you for that question. As a young Chinese descent with dual heritage, I believe that I am worthy enough to be in this pageant because I am blessed enough to have a Filipino and Chinese heritage in my blood. And I will use that heritage to inspire the present and respect and honor the past of our generation. And that is what makes me worthy of this competition. And lastly, as a previous Binibining Dasma candidate, as a butterfly, I know that I have what it takes because a butterfly soars high and fly and inspires and empower everything that it passes through. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and that's a wrap.
Journey, because I believe the journey is where 99% of the experience, the enjoyment is. Yes, we have the coronation night and some other big events, but it is within the journey where we get to learn and rediscover ourselves, where we get to rekindle, make new connections, have beautiful friendships, and get to appreciate and learn more about ourselves. What are our impulses? Like, where are we lacking? And with all of that, it just helps us to evolve and strive to become a better person each and every day of our lives, as how we all should be. Thank you.
Sorry, what was the question again?
What are you looking forward in the competition?
I look forward to more learnings about it since, especially, it's my first time joining a pageant. And I came here with a purpose, and that is to improve on myself and to learn more and try out new things every single time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, last question from the press. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who has participated.
One more, Mr. Antipolo. Please. Yung mga other pa, hindi na sa ayan.
Thank you so much to all the questions right now. Thank you so much as well to Ms. Vanessa and Jersey. You may now take your seats. Thank you so much. And that officially concludes our Q&A session. Once again, a big more round of applause for a great job to our candidates.
Thank you so much to all that participated. And I hope you got your answers. Were you guys nervous?